Hello everyone, Niev here, and today I have a deck, a new deck. I am filming this on, I think it's the 20th. Yeah, today's the 20th. But I'm not going to post this until, I think I'm going to post this the last day of the year. So I think this is going up on December 31st. So Happy New Year, everyone. If the last video to go out for my channel is going to be a new deck walkthrough, and I'm really excited about this, and I'm filming this early, pretty much because I kind of want to play with this deck, and so I don't want to have to reorder the cards. I want to pull this out and showcase it and then play with it. So what did I get? I got, well, it's in this package here, but as you can see, it's from the Lizard Wizard Studios, which is funny because my daughter is a huge fan of the band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So when she saw this, she was like, "Oh no, did I just ruin one of my Christmas presents?" Which I thought was pretty funny. But anyway, so this is the Legend of Zelda Tarot. And this was a Kickstarter, and I'm really, really, really excited about it. All right, so, and as you can see, we got a little thank you note here. Really awesome. This was a Kickstarter that I backed. I think this is the second edition, because I do believe that this deck has been out for a while, but it came out again on Kickstarter as I think it's the second edition. Look at the cool backs. And by the way, I am in my art studio right now. It's just freezing cold in my ritual room. I don't like to do videos in there when it's that cold. I have a space heater in there, but it takes hours for that to kind of warm up the space to make it even slightly bearable to be in there. So anyway, so we got a little white book here. It's got two simple spreads in the back, a simple Celtic cross without the staff side, and a simple 3-card spread. And then it's just got a little bit for each card, so just a tiny little bit, and that's totally fine. But I do like that it's got a little bit of the color artwork in here. Super cool. I am really excited about this deck. So I'm going to zoom in the camera. Oh gosh, we've got a glare going on. Let's see if I can try to angle this. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it like this so we can ignore the glare. So this is a combination of a lot of different Zelda games. It's not just Breath of the Wild, or I don't think this one has Tears of the Kingdom, but it might. But that's pretty similar to Breath of the Wild. But it also has like Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. It's got it's basically a combination of the various different Zeldas, but it's combining it in a cohesive art style. So I love this, and I am actually a very big fan of the Zelda games. I just went through and replayed all of Breath of the Wild again, this time in Japanese, and I did it because Tears of the Kingdom had just come out, and we did buy that, and my daughter and my husband both played that. And I do plan to play it. It's just I was starting to learn Japanese at that time, and I kind of wanted to get my own Switch and get it in Japanese and replay Breath of the Wild, which is a game I absolutely loved. And so I replayed that in Japanese, and it took me a while, and I actually technically not completely done with it because I didn't go through and defeat Ganon and all that, but I unlocked all the towers. I did the divine beasts and stuff all in Japanese, and I don't know how much I really learned Japanese through that game because it's a lot of gameplay and not so much dialogue and stuff. I mean, they have cutscenes which you can't really pause, and but the dialogue that they do have, the stuff that comes up it's a little more advanced, I think. Like, yes, there is furigana, that's the little stuff on top of the kanji, but it's kind of like I found it difficult to understand what was being said, and it just because there was so much to get through, like you would read one sentence and I would finally, it would take me like a good 15 minutes to read that one blurb, and then it's on to the next page or the next thing, and it's just like it was too much for me. And even in English, I often skip the story stuff, which I know is sacrilegious to a lot of people, but that's just kind of how I am. And so this particular style of game, while still fun to play in Japanese, and I did learn some stuff, it wasn't exactly cohesive to learning the language. I really like this Eight of Wands. Yeah, and even when I show this to my husband, he was like, "Oh, I love this one," and he has no idea what the Eight of Wands means or what the typical imagery is, but he really enjoyed this one. I mean, we normally see the Eight of Wands as it's probably one of the most boring looking cards in a tarot deck, because it's just like 8 wands flying through the air, and yeah, it's got a meaning to it. But a lot of people kind of criticize that card because there's not a lot to it. And this is actually, I mean, it's showing essentially the Eight of Wands, but it's got the little Kurok guys, and I don't know, it's a cuter take, I think, on it. It still shows the meaning of the Eight of Wands, and it still has that typical imagery of all the wands just flying through the air. It's just this time there's little Kurok guys going with it. I really like this. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, is that swords? I think so. No, is it swords or wands? I have to double check. Is that swords or wands? The nine of, let's see, wands is right here. So let me see. The Nine of Wands. So it is the Nine of Wands. So that was close, but you made it. Better give yourself a chance to heal. Got any snacks? Because it does look similar to the Nine of Swords. You could kind of make an argument for this for both of them. But I mean, I see where they're like, you've almost lost your life here. Well, in the game. But you're hanging on there, so that's very a Nine of Wands meaning to that. But it does also sort of feel like a Nine of Swords, where there's a lot of that anxiety, yeah, it's especially because he's crouched down, and I think he's bent over in a way that maybe makes me think of the Nine of Swords. But I definitely understand this for the Nine of Wands, and it makes sense. So 10 of Wands, of course, Page, Knight. Queen and King. I like that. And then we have the Cups suit. I love this for the Ace of Cups. That's so cute. Wow. And that would be like a different way that I would read this Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups for me, often I sort of interpret it as an overflow of emotions, because we typically see it as a cup that's overflowing with water. And that's kind of how I view that card. Whereas this one kind of has a different connotation, because these jarred fairies, I mean, if you have a fairy, it kind of saves your life, when you run out of hearts. And it refills some of your hearts. So it's kind of a refill of energies. Yeah, or stamina or whatever. Oh, this is so sweet. I love it. Oh, I love this one too. This is funny. I'm really enjoying the Cup suit, which is actually probably my least favorite suit in most tarot decks, but I'm really enjoying the Cup suit in this version. Did I say the 3? Yeah, cups. Okay, yeah. Yeah, pretty typical here. That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy this. And that guy. Oh, that's so cute. It's yeah, from the Rito village. And all the little chickies, and then this is cute. And I gotta say, I am a big fan of fandom decks. I got a ton of them, and oh, love that. That's awesome. Zora's domain there. And then the swords. All right. That's cool. Pretty typical imagery here, but still cool. Oh, that's like Wind Waker. Oh, these guys. the Yuta or Yuga clan. Here we go. That makes more sense. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely the 9 of Swords. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious for the 10 of Swords. Wow. I love this. So the coins or pentacle suit tends to be my favorite. My favorite suit. And I do like these. I like that they're rupees. I think maybe I'll call these the suit of rupees. Even though I think it said coins on the ace. Here's the 8 of rupees, 8 of pentacles, which is my favorite card in the tarot. All right. Oh, Terry, the traveling salesman. I love it. Oh, the Great Fairy for the Queen of Coins. I like that. I kind of wish it said King of, like, if it's, I kind of wish it called it rupees, but it would have been a little funnier. But at the same time, I am the kind of person that doesn't like renaming of cards so much. But in some cases, it's warranted. So the cardstock on this is actually fairly thin, but it's not bad quality at all. And I kind of like, I like this thinness of a card because it's bendy. So I think I will be able to shuffle it. I'm going to have to get under the camera, so hopefully it doesn't affect the sound too much. And hopefully I can do this going around the camera like this. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I've been wanting to do this since this came in. That's a nice shuffle. I like this. All right, great. Let me do one more, and then we'll do some overhand. And I brought out a bunch of decks that we can try to do some pairing with this. It's kind of a little bit of a difficult one to pair. It's so distinct, you know. But I brought out a few decks and see what we can try to pair with this. And in fact, most of what I brought out, I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess it's a little bit of an even split. I brought out Tarot and Oracle to pair with this. So let's split this in half. All right. Yeah, we definitely have more on this side. Here we go. All right, so what do I want to pair with this first? Let's do, this was the first one I pulled out. I thought maybe the colors would look good with this. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. Because this, the art style on here is very, how do I describe this? Very, not so much cell shading, but like kind of blocky in the way it's colored, that maybe it might look good with this deck here. So, which has a lot of black. Hopefully that light isn't too, let me see if I can try to adjust this camera. Okay, I mean, this is better. We still got a little bit of a glare, but hopefully that's okay. So, yeah, I sort of thought the black and white nature of this could maybe go well with the art style of this. So, yeah, we got the owl between the High Priestess and Justice. Wow, that's actually, there's a lot of wisdom there. Let me, this is higher than this deck, so let me take off a big chunk. Here we go. And even the cards that are a bit more colorful, I think do go quite well with this, with the Legend of Zelda here. Cheetah between the Ace of Coins and the Two of Coins. That's interesting. So it's like, it's a lot of quick coming in of energy. Yeah, and then like, it's something that's coming in really fast, and we kind of have to reorganize and rejuggle what's going on, because that's kind of how I see that. Yeah, this, I think the colors of these are really going well with the Legend of Zelda here. Yeah, I mean, we can really see the green that's being shown in both. Yeah, I think this is straight up a winner. I'm just going to pull one more and see how I like this, because I got a bunch of decks I want to go through. So, all right, Scorpion, between the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. It is going to take me a little bit to immediately know what the cards are, because all of the pips don't say what the card is. It just has the number, and some of the times it makes sense, but then other times I'm like, wait, which one is this? Oh, okay. All right, so this one's really good. I'm going to go ahead and put this one away. I think it was actually a winner. I mean, it looked really good with this, at least aesthetically. Yeah. Okay, so the next one may be a bit of a stretch. I don't know. I wasn't sure, but I kind of want to pull it out and see. And that is my Eldritch Overload tarot. It's the camera is really zoomed in or close to the card. So yeah, so Eldritch Overload. So I didn't pick this thinking that the colors were going to be like super great with this, but I don't know. There was a certain vibe that maybe I thought a certain fantasy world that maybe could go well with this. I'm not sure. It is quite high up. So let me take off a big chunk here. Yeah, I mean, obviously the colors don't go super great. I don't know if yeah, it is very, very much glary here, but yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd give this one a try. I don't know. I think there was also just the whimsical nature of the characters. I think that's also what I was sort of going for here. I'm just trying to work around this glare. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. So I'm not in love with this. I just thought maybe I could try to see how the energies play off of each other. But I'm not sure I'm there with this. So I think this is a no-go. Okay, and as I often do, I'm going to try to do the Green Glyphs Oracle pairing. I'm very frequently trying to pair this deck with various decks. Maybe we could just do one in the center here. All right. I usually try to do two because the deck is small, but yeah, I don't know. Man. I thought maybe this would have a bit more of like a masculine vibe. The Green Glyphs, and man, that glare. But yeah, the colors are really, really not working. So yeah, I'm just gonna do one more here. I love this Chariot card. I like the parasol as the chariot. I love that. It makes so much sense. But and it is kind of funny to have the snail. We've got these two cards here that are very much like cards of like, movement, and like the Queen of Wands, very passionate, and the Chariot is that movement, and then we've got the snail in the middle. So that's kind of hilarious. Maybe that's letting me know that, no, we don't go together. So one of the things I also kind of wanted to test out was a few other fandom decks with this. So the first one I have pulled out is the Lord of the Rings tarot. Yeah, I don't know, but I have a feeling it's not going to go as well because it's pretty similar to the Green Glyphs. In fact, it pairs fairly well with the Green Glyphs. But because it's like this sort of tan color, it's not white or anything, it doesn't quite go. But maybe I can give this a shot here. Let's do this. I mean, it's better than the Green Glyphs. And this is my first instinct seeing it. Like, my first feeling on this is it's better. It is better. And we have the two of the same cards here. This is the 8 of Coins and the 8 of Rings, and those are the same suit. And then we've got the Hangman. That's interesting. Let's see. I mean, it's not terrible. Like I said, it is better than the Green Glyphs. Again, I'm just trying to tilt this a little bit so that you can see this without the glare. Yeah, it's okay, but yeah, I'm going to say no. Okay, so the other fandom deck I pulled out is is my Star Trek tarot. It's not the Star Trek original series. It's actually the animated series. And this box is tight. So this is the animated series. It's a majors only. So I'll put that right there. I thought maybe this could be fun. Oh my God, the glare is so bad. Let's see if I can try to, no. All right. So I'll just have to go like this. So, I mean, the energy here could work. We got Justice in between the Tower and the Three of Pentacles or coins. I mean, I like this. I do like this, actually. I like this a lot. I don't often use majors only. I think this is actually my only majors only. But I think because of all the black in the Star Trek Tarot, it's going well with the sketchy style of the Zelda Tarot here. That's interesting. Then, wow, I do like something about this energy is working for me. So it's not like the last two decks that just definitely didn't go. This one's a little bit of a stretch, but I still think it works somehow. Like there's something that's working about this to me. Huh. All right. I do like it. Okay, so the next two decks I'm going to do together because they're part of the same system. And I just thought the sort of RPG nature of this might work. I don't know. And that is the Citadel Oracle with the deck of emblems. And I combined the deck here into one pile. Again, sorry about the glare. I can try to tilt it in different ways, but I do want to have this in the middle because I want to try to do like the Citadel deck on one side and the deck of emblems on the other, and see how this works. Yeah, I don't know. This seems like it could go really well, especially since the Citadel and the deck of emblems are so limited in their color palette. It's just black, white, and red that it might go well with this. So, I mean, the only thing that I'm already saying that I don't like about this is that it's the white is slightly different. Like this is a white, whereas this is just slightly off-white. You know, so that's a bit of a, I don't know how you feel about that, but it's pretty close though. It's, I think that's just me being nitpicky. So we got deck of emblems here. I'm just getting it out. Sorry about this. So, there we go. All right. So with the Citadel Oracle, it's kind of an archetypes sort of deck. In fact, I kind of feel like the Wild Unknown archetypes would go really well with that, with the Zelda deck here. Oh, the twins, and then we've got two people working together. And then, so this is like an archetype, and then we have the tarot card, and then over here is a sort of item. Yeah, I don't know how they describe this, but an item of use, like something to put into action, sort of. So it's kind of an action card. So we've got the twins, self-protection, dual natures, and then a sort of definitely collaborating, coming together sort of energy in a very cohesive way. And then we've got the file, mystery, strangeness, transformation, a general sense of transformation. That could work. I'm just going to flip over this way like that, and we'll flip that. All right, Queen of Cups between the air and the helmet. I mean, I am enjoying like the colors. Again, we can't quite see because of the glare here. Sorry about that. But I do like it. So we've got the guide with death and victuals. Interesting. Then we've got the four of coins in between the brawler and the locket. That makes a lot of sense. Like, wow, the locket with that. So I do like this. I think the general idea of this works. But I think I think what I was saying when I mentioned the Wild Unknown archetypes and the alchemy deck, I feel like this deck just goes really well with that color palette of the Wild Unknown decks. And when I get the archetypes and the alchemy decks in, I think they would go very, very well with this. And I think that those would be the archetype decks that I think would fit this Zelda tarot the best, I think. Anyway. So, I mean, I don't dislike this, but I'm surprised at how much I don't love it as much as I thought I was going to love it. Because I really thought, for sure, and I saved these ones for last, thinking that this was totally going to be, it, you know? And, I don't know, Hierophant between the priest and the key. I mean, I had to go through several cards to find one that sort of fit between those two. I mean, it's okay. I like the concept of it. I just don't know that I like these decks with this. So anyway, I think what I said is about the Wild Unknown. It's what's gonna really make this one shine. So all right. Okay, so that is the Legend of Zelda Tarot. I absolutely love this. I mean, these are gorgeous cards. If the glare will let us see them. But yeah, I love these. I'm really happy to have this. There's not much more I can really say about this. That I love it. All right, so thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I really hope everyone has a great New Year. I hope you had a fantastic holiday. I have no idea if this is going to be the only deck that I get for Christmas. I mean, obviously this wasn't for Christmas. This was something that I was expecting that I bought myself. It was a Kickstarter. But I'm really, I have no idea what I am or am not getting for Christmas. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, when you watch this, it's Christmas is already almost a week past. So anyway, I hope you had a great holiday, and I hope you have a fantastic New Year. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel the past year. I really don't get a whole lot of views or a lot of interaction with my videos. Yeah, and I just keep doing it to do it, and I do enjoy it. Hopefully, maybe next year I might get more views, that'd be nice. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing this for fun. So thank you for those of you who watch my videos and interact and like and all of that stuff, or even share, because that's also really helpful. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you next year. Bye.